In a world that's obsessed with showing off, the most grounded people are the ones who don't show off. They don't post. They don't chase people around. And then somehow they have more peace, more clarity, and more power than everybody else. So the real question is this: are you living your life for validation or for purpose? Because the psychology of people who don't post their photos on social media isn't just about being private. It's about power, focus, and a different kind of confidence. Most people don't realize how much they've become dependent on the world's approval. Think about it. How many times have you seen someone take 20 photos of the same thing only to delete 19? How many people do you know who check their likes like it's oxygen? How often do we record moments instead of actually living them? It's not about the photos. It's the mindset. Most people are stuck in a loop, scrolling, comparing, posting, waiting, hoping someone out there gives them permission to feel good about themselves. This is a silent trap. The addiction no one calls an addiction. But the truth is even deeper. Most people don't struggle with posting. They struggle with identity. They struggle with self-worth. They struggle with the deep-seated fear of not being enough. And because of that, they stay stuck, watching other people's lives instead of building their own. But then there's another group, a rare group. The ones who don't post every moment. The ones who aren't obsessed with showing their face. The ones who don't need the world to clap before they move. These people operate on a completely different frequency. They believe what the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius said: "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. While others perform for the world, they perform for their purpose. While others chase attention, they chase mastery. While others need the world to see their progress, they're too focused on actually making progress." Think about the game changers. Entrepreneurs like Steve Jobs, athletes like Kobe Bryant, artists like Banksy. Their focus wasn't on showing everything. It was on building something. And that's the critical shift. People who don't constantly post aren't hiding. They're sharpening. They're creating. They're working in silence because noise distracts, but silence builds. When you stop living for likes, you start living for growth. People who don't post their photos often build these hidden advantages, these secret superpowers. First, mental clarity. Without the constant comparing, the chase for approval, or the pressure to be perfect, there's just focus. Pure, undistracted focus on what matters. Second, a strong identity. Their confidence doesn't come from a screen. It comes from who they are when nobody's watching. It's an internal foundation, not an external facade. Third, energy conservation. Every photo, every caption, every refresh of the feed, it all drains mental and emotional energy. They use that energy to work, build, learn, and improve themselves. Fourth, mystery. And whether you admit it or not, mystery is magnetic. People respect those who move quietly but powerfully. They wonder what you're building, what you're working on. Your silence speaks volumes. And fifth, real connection. They live moments instead of broadcasting them. They build private relationships, not public performances. Their connections are deeper because they're not filtered through a lens for public consumption. Warren Buffett once said something profound. The world doesn't reward the person who shows the most, but the person who thinks the deepest. Quiet confidence is often the strongest confidence. So if you want to adopt this mindset, how do you do it? Here are 4 simple strategies, each tied to someone who mastered them. Number 1. Build in private, reveal in public. Before you share something with the world, ask yourself a simple question. Is this for my growth or for my ego? Jeff Bezos didn't post his every move in the early days of Amazon. He built quietly, then revealed loudly. Real strength is doing the work without needing an audience to cheer you on. Number 2. Create more than you consume. Most people consume 100 times more content than they create, but the people who don't chase attention does the opposite. Kobe Bryant didn't spend his mornings scrolling through what other players were doing. He spent them practicing. If you're consuming more than you're creating, you're feeding distraction, not your destiny. Number 3. Protect your inner world, your goals, your routines, your struggles, your growth. Not everything deserves to be posted. The artist Banksy became world famous by being unseen. His art spoke louder than his face ever could. When you protect your inner world, your outer world becomes stronger. And number 4, let your results do the talking. Posting is easy. Showing proof is hard. Most people post the image of progress. Disciplined people show the results of progress. Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't need to post workout selfies to prove he's great. His performance on the field speaks for itself, whether he's on camera or not. Ask yourself, do I want to look successful or be successful? There's a massive difference. Here's the truth people often avoid. Not posting doesn't mean you're hiding. It means you're choosing substance over show. Remember this, posting is optional, but growth is mandatory. And what about the excuses? I don't want people to forget me. I need to show I'm doing well. I need validation. That's the trap. Every time you seek approval from the outside world, you hand your power away. Your confidence becomes public property. Your worth becomes a number on a screen. Your identity becomes a performance. But when you stop posting every detail, you reclaim control. You're not just choosing privacy, you're choosing self-respect. You're choosing discipline, focus, a solid identity. You're choosing to build a life that doesn't need to be advertised to be meaningful. So here's my challenge to you. Go 7 days without posting about yourself. No selfies. No look at me moments. No fishing for approval. Just live, just build, just grow, and watch what happens. You'll think clearer. You'll stop comparing. You'll feel lighter. You'll gain time. You'll gain confidence. You'll gain power. Because when you're not performing for the world, you can finally perform for yourself. And here's the bigger truth. When you stop trying so hard to be seen, you start becoming someone worth noticing. The choice is yours. Keep chasing validation, or start chasing purpose. At the end of the day, mastery in life comes down to this simple question. Do you live to impress or live to improve? People who don't post their photos aren't missing out. They're leveling up, quietly, steadily, relentlessly, and you can join them. Focus on who you're becoming, not who you're showing, because the strongest version of you doesn't need an audience. It just needs discipline, just purpose, just action. If this spoke to you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And always remember, what you build in silence, the world will eventually see in power. Thanks for watching.